That sounds like an anticlimactic orgasm.
Yeah,
There it is.
And there it is.
There it is. What up, fools?
I think would a lady like that?
Yeah. Well, she would like the communication skills, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that is
The
pretty
honesty
good.
of it. Yeah.
And there it is.
And I'm done.
Welcome to Foolosophy with Marcus over there.
And Dan over there.
Yeah. We're talking formal events.
Formal events, man.
Formal events.
It's called keeping it vague, so you can cover a lot more ground. That's what.
That's stuff a lot more in that baked potato.
Yeah. Which actually, speaking of that reminds me of formal events. I have a big family. You have a large family?
Small family.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I have a big family.
Yeah.
I have a okay. Just to give you an idea, COVID has really fucked things up. But like prior to COVID, family functions, let's say Thanksgiving, Easter, Christmas, whatever.
Yeah.
This was the minimum amount of tables we needed. Four tables.
For like regular
for the food. Just for the food. And then
Get out of here.
I'm not sure.
How many people?
Oh, dude. I mean, we're talking anywhere from like 30 to 40. Easy.
Get out of here.
1 year,
In one house?
Huh?
In one house.
In one house. In one house.
Wow.
And honestly, not even in the house. We had we just had a hope that it was like kind of fair weather outside.
Yeah.
Because like there was no way. There was no one owned a house that big that could
hold all those people.
without it being stuffy and stuff. Yeah. 1 year.
Ooh,
I show you now.
I'll have to
four
send
tables. I'll have to send you.
Now, since you're every type of race, was it all different types of?
That's the best part, though. That's the best part.
Yeah,
yeah. Because I'm multi-ethnic.
God, that sounds like heaven.
That's the best part. Multi-ethnic. So we had your traditional stuff, like let's say for holidays, usually like mashed potatoes, green beans, turkey
traditional
ham, chicken.
Thanksgiving. Which side opinion for me, real quick?
Yeah,
I think Thanksgiving food way overrated. It's bland. It's boring. It's terrible. Go on.
I mean, it depends on who's cooking it, though.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I'll fight everybody.
Gotcha.
Thanksgiving stinks.
Okay. I see. The thing is, like I said, I come from a multi-ethnic family, so Thanksgiving has never been a problem because you got the traditional stuff, and then we had like lumpia and pansi.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and then like
if I had lumpia on Thanksgiving, it would be my favorite holiday,
bro. Lumpia, pansi, empanadas. Like sometimes, some years, my mom would make like Spanish chicken, like basically it's like fried chicken, but the seasonings are like sofrito and sazon.
God damn.
Yeah, bro. Like
that's like that is. I always complained to my family. I said, let's reimagine Thanksgiving food and make like better, more flavorful versions of whatever this traditional garbage is.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, we got to do the tradition. And then I marry the whitest girl I've ever met, and we have even blander food now.
See,
I'm like, why can't we spice it up?
I think that's what I meant by that. Like, it depends on who's cooking it. Because like, then we started integrating not just like white people, but they were white people with like Cajun background.
Oh, that's
so the
good
Cajun,
though. That's
like
you can't understand.
So deep fried turkeys with Cajun seasonings. And shit.
See, that I would get down with.
Yeah, dude. So and I mean the South. I mean, depends on where you roll.
I'm afraid to deep fry a turkey. It'll like make your house explode, I think.
Yeah, you just got to do the right mixture of like oil. Because a lot of people. Here's the problem. A lot of people don't know about liquid dispersion.
Oh,
you know that you've battered fried stuff, right?
Yeah.
When you put it's like when you go in a bathtub and you take a bath.
Yeah.
And you sit down and then you got to take account for your weight and how much
your volume.
Water. Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't know that. They don't understand that. And
then
that's where
so it overflows and that's how it catches on fire.
Catches on fire. Yeah, it's highly flammable.
Oh, so you just got to like not fill it up too much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you got a proper dispersion. So what you would do is before you heat it, usually, since you're already going to be dipping the turkey into the oil, what you do is some people do this. They dip the turkey to see where it goes.
Yeah.
Take it out and then like pat it dry. And then put the seasonings and everything and all that stuff.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I have the stuff to deep fry a turkey here.
Oh.
I've only done a low country boil with it. But I'm gonna get down,
amazing
man.
too, dude.
Yeah.
We had that one year. There was 1 year I can recall. It was like whatever I just said, but then like all the other bells and whistles. Somebody brought roast beef, right? Somebody brought London broil, like bad. It was like, and it was cooked in like Dr. Pepper or something.
Oh wow!
And then someone brought low country broil, and then 3 different types of fried chicken. Bro, it was insane. We had
three types of fried chicken.
3 different types of fried chicken. Yeah, because one had to be gluten free because the normal fried chicken is battered in like flour, and people with gluten allergies can't have that.
Oh, okay.
So this was done in like panko breading or something, which is gluten free apparently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Man. So that was like a formal event. My low country boil was for Christmas, and it came out good.
Yeah, I mean,
scary though. It's just roaring, like boiling. Like you put a high flame on that.
Yeah,
I was over in my backyard just alone.
Yeah,
and I was just like, I'm gonna die. But it's really fun once you get it going.
Yeah,
because you're really just in order tossing stuff in a big boiling pot. It's almost like cooking in a cartoon when the cartoon people with the big wooden spoon stir the soup.
Yeah,
like or like
how many people were you serving?
It was probably like 15.
Okay.
12, 15, something like that.
Yeah.
But I went and got wild caught shrimp from Costco. It was like frozen, but it was Gulf caught wild shrimp.
Yeah.
Big ones. So
giant, yeah, they're huge.
Man, they're so tender. It tastes like lobster. It was great.
It's the best.
I made it too spicy, but
yeah,
I enjoyed it.
That's the only problem though, is you would think with as multi-ethnic as my family is, somebody in our family would like spicy stuff.
Yeah.
But the thing is, for the most part, Filipino food, not spicy.
Yeah.
Puerto Rican food, not spicy.
Not spicy.
Mexican food, on a different story. Puerto Rican food is generally a little more tamer.
Savory, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of times, sometimes sweeter.
I had we went to this little hole in the wall place in Fort Lauderdale, and it was Puerto Rican food.
Yeah.
And I fell in love.
It's good.
Because what are they called? The plantains, the fried.
Yeah.
Plantains.
My Spanish is fucking terrible, but I'm gonna embarrass myself.
Is it platanos? I don't know.
You're close. I'm not gonna.
Whatever
I'm not
it
gonna
is,
correct you with my
smashed
jackass.
fried plantain, and then they did like mango habanero chicken, which was just to die for. But there's live chickens walking around the place.
Oh damn!
Which was curious because
that's legit. Then
I had chicken every day, and sometimes they were there, and sometimes it.
Where was this at?
Fort Lauderdale. It was right up.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Near my job.
Gotcha. Yeah, Puerto Rico, they got it like that too.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Cause I mean,
and my buddy who's from Puerto Rico, he said that Puerto Rican food is not spicy. It was because I was like, man, I love spicy food. I want to get like all spicy food, and he was like, oh, this food isn't spicy.
Yeah.
And it looks like it would be, but
it's so weird. I can't shit about that because they're like, "Aren't you Hispanic?" I'm like, Puerto Rican,
Mexican. Like, I'm classy.
Yeah. We're the island Mexicans.
They don't do, and like Spain Spanish, they don't do like very hot food, right? It's more like savory.
Yeah, it's
all that stuff,
and that's all Puerto Ricans are.
Like wine and tapas and
yeah.
This is turning into a food episode.
I mean, formal events. I mean, that's
a lot of it.
That is the most important. One of the most important parts about most formal events is weddings. You want your food good. You want the wedding cake nice. You want the food catered good.
Dude, one time I was a bartender at a place in Long Island before I moved to California.
Yeah.
And it was like a really high end catering hall, so it was a lot of weddings.
Yeah.
I served a couple of celebrities at it. Kevin James.
Oh, sick.
I poured him a beer, and then there's a wedding where a bunch of people from The Sopranos were there. So like Meadow Soprano, and then a couple of other guys, not like James Gandolfini.
Yeah.
Right, but and not even any of the main dudes, but whatever. It was a nice place, and then one was like this really high end Russian wedding, and they had a caviar martini bar. They requested it, and so we had to make martinis and put like spoons of caviar into the martini glass. I'd never seen anything like it. Okay. And never since either.
Yeah.
And they were just drinking martinis and down in caviar, and they were drank so much like the house vodka. Like if you just said vodka, whatever, just without even naming a brand, they would just give you Grey Goose, and they would put a liter of Grey Goose at every single table for this wedding, and they were just crushing bottles.
Holy shit,
dude! I was shocked. Dude. They were some kind of Russian, and they were like they were drinking hard. It was amazing. I was so shocked, but I just remember pouring. Like I have no experience with caviar. I've never had. I've still never tasted it.
It's fish eggs.
Fish eggs. I'd imagine it tastes like sushi, like something you get on sushi.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's like sturgeon is the fish.
Is
sturgeon?
it?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
It's
a type of fish.
It's like a cold water fish.
Okay.
So if I'm not mistaken,
I love how much you know about this.
If I'm not mistaken, any cold water fish or crustacean, the meat is generally sweeter. Anything involved in sweeter,
fattier from the cold water, right?
Yeah, and it's
that
sweeter
makes sense.
too. So like cold water lobster is got it, like Maine lobster, lobster. So it's so much sweeter. King crab, all that type. That's all Pacific Northwest. Cold. It's cold water. So the meat's sweeter.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and so I guess it's the same thing. My only experience with like fish eggs is like sushi.
Yeah, they'll put it on top, right?
Yeah,
the little like orange balls.
I think it's torimi or something they call it. Yeah, I like that, but I like the fish eggs that for caviar is like they're kind of big, aren't they?
Yeah,
like
they're like much bigger than
like pearl size,
right? Yeah,
it's
or
weird.
Like peas.
I think I had it once, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. I don't like that. I'm a textural eater to some extent.
Yeah, yeah.
And it is weird. It was weird.
I don't like even when this you get it on sushi, the little orange ones, and then they like pop in your mouth. You like that?
I like that, man.
That freaks me out. It just makes me feel like I'm crushing life.
Oh, that's
I just feel like
I love the murder aspect of it.
You do? You like that?
Yeah,
I like.
No, actually, you ever had like Icebreaker's gum and they have like the little flavor crystal balls?
That I'm into.
That it reminds me of that, but just like fish.
It's salty. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess if you could separate, I don't dislike. I mean, it just it kind of makes me weird. It weirds me out a little bit.
Yeah.
Although I love sushi, I'll eat all kinds of it. So
I shouldn't like it because like I mentioned, I'm a kind of a textural eater, and that's just the
you
weird
like
texture.
sushi in general.
Yeah, I like sushi in general. I don't like a lot of the sauce. I think we just covered that in some previous episodes. I'm not a big fan of a lot of the sauces. Really, the only sauce I care for really is like eel sauce.
Yeah,
and it's pretty much just like pretty much just like a teriyaki.
Yeah,
that's pretty much the best way to describe that.
Yeah, it's like sugary teriyaki.
Yeah, I don't like white sauces. I don't know if that's just like subliminal homophobia or. I don't want no jizz juice in my salmon.
It's so funny. Like, my tastes run like more ethnic.
Yeah.
But a lot of my white friends and white people I know, and it's I'm Italian, so it's like we're like the lowest form of white. Before you start getting ethnic. But I love spicy food and all that, and a lot of white people love like mayo based stuff, especially like the whiter you go, the more you love like a cream based or like a mayo based. I've noticed that.
Yeah,
and and ethnic people usually hate mayo.
I hate mayo.
Like anytime I meet, and they're always like, "What is it with that?" And I'm like, "I don't know, dude. I don't like it."
I mean, there's
certain things like sriracha mayo. That's good.
Yeah, like the spicy mayo is like it's something that. But that's usually culture
that's
that like
sushi.
spicy.
Do you like that in sushi? Spicy mayo?
Not really.
No.
It's hard for me to get around it.
What about straight hot sauce, like straight sriracha, or is that too spicy for you?
Not on sushi. Yeah. I don't want anything spicy on my sushi.
Yeah.
I just want. I mean, honestly, if sushi's done well enough, I just want to taste the fish.
Yeah, just it on its own.
Yeah, or the rice. The rice is sweet usually.
Hell
it's a sticky rice.
Yeah.
And then the cucumbers and the avocado, and they blend together pretty well and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
you ever get a thin slice of lemon on sushi, like raw salmon and a thin slice of lemon, like razor thin?
No.
Oh man, that's incredible.
No. I think it depends on where I go to get sushi.
Yeah.
Because like some of these like middle of the road places are okay, but they're not like sushi.
Yeah.
And then buffets, that's not even.
Yeah, there's ones that almost like there's restaurants where you go and you're like, did you just go get this from Publix?
Yeah.
Like it's like supermarket level sushi at a restaurant. Mind blowing. There's a really good place up on San Jose Boulevard called Hannah Moon. I'd take you sometime.
It's called Hannah Moon.
Hannah Moon sushi. It's like a little spot. And the tables are tight together, but it's a cool atmosphere and it's really good food.
Yeah, because it was the first time I ever had like any semblance of actual sushi was there used to be this little buffet on the west side of Jacksonville.
Yeah,
called Red Apple Buffet, and it was the first time that I ever had sushi that wasn't just a Philadelphia roll or a California roll.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because usually it's just that.
This is the 101
Yeah,
sushi.
yeah. This was like, I was like, what is that? And they're like, that's eel roll. I'm like, what? Eel? The fuck? And then there was like all these different types of rolls. That was the first time I ever had eel sauce. And I was fucking hooked immediately. And then like, that was just a like mom and pop China buffet, basically.
Yeah.
They had some guy who used to work at a Benihana or some, and then transferred to like an actual sushi place that closed down, and he was just like, "Can I work here?" And they're like, "Yeah." And then this guy's kicking the fucking ass back there in the kitchen, making like legit sushi.
Oh man,
at a $6.99 lunch buffet, China buffet.
That's the best when you could find like a little spot like that when it's like actually great. They're always like either hole in the wall or like you gotta find them, but. Yeah, it's so good. So did you have like a quinceañera in your family?
No, my sister.
Or is that more Mexican?
No, that's Puerto Rican too.
Yeah,
that's Puerto Rican too. My sister, no, we didn't have that. The thing is, it's weird because like my mom's not Spanish. Okay. She was the one who raised us for the most part. My dad was in the military, traveled a lot and stuff.
Yeah.
So we were kind of raised more like American. I said that weird American. I was gonna say Americana. I think is what I was trying to say, but we were raised like just traditional Southern American, with just like with little hints of like Boricua and Pinoy, which is that's just another term for Puerto Rican, and then like Pinoy is another term for Filipino.
Oh yeah.
But like we weren't inundated in the culture. Also, I caught a lot of shit growing up. A lot of Filipino kids, a lot of Puerto Rican kids didn't want to like say I was them. I was part of them because I was light skinned and I couldn't speak the language.
Oh, okay.
Kind of fucked up. So like I
messed up.
I had like an identity crisis growing up when I was in my formative years, like basically middle school. Elementary school to about middle school, where it's just like I didn't like rock music. And like I didn't wear airwalks, so I didn't hang out with the white kids.
Yeah,
and so I looked like I did.
That was totally me.
Yeah, I looked like I did. I was disowned by the Filipinos and Puerto Ricans for the most part.
What were they wearing? What did they wear?
Hip hop wear, but I wasn't allowed to hang out with them because I didn't speak the language.
Okay,
I didn't speak Tagalog or Spanish. So I went through my Eminem phase basically. I went through that was. Dude, I asked out so many black chicks in middle school. Dude, that was your thing?
Yeah. Did you wear like jumpsuits and did you dance?
Dude, I used to try to wear like.
You did all of it?
I used to try to wear like FUBU and shit,
Oh, did you have a Kangol hat?
No, I didn't have no, nothing.
Man, you rocking a Kangol hat I feel like that would have fit.
Oh, that was I felt
you would have had that lifestyle forever.
It would have been too much. It was already bad enough that I was just like, yo, baby. Like writing, like I went from writing poems to writing raps. It was terrible.
Did you ever perform rap?
Yes, a couple times.
Oh, you did?
Did
you have a rap name?
Oh, I did them for like functions. Speaking of, one of them was I performed a rap for the DARE program.
Okay. The DARE program.
Yeah.
At your school or
at my school. It was like a talent showcase type thing for the DARE program.
Oh my god!
And it was as cringy as everything you're imagining.
No, wait. Did you have a name?
Huh?
Did you have a name?
Marcolino Diamond.
Yes. Marcolino Diamond.
Yeah, there was a couple of them. I can't remember them all.
God,
but,
you should do.
and of course, people used to call me Marky Mark because fucking Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Yeah,
because Marcus.
Hey.
Yeah, dude. I think that was what I announced myself as Marcolino Diamond.
Marcolino.
In middle school, I was Pimp Macaroni.
Pimp Macaroni?
Yes. Pimp Macaroni. God, there's this girl. I wish I could find her. That was like her favorite thing. She heard me call myself.
I'm hugging myself.
I named myself that, and people were like, "I love
excellent.
It. Pimp Macaroni."
Yeah.
That's like in my yearbooks and stuff. I think her name was like Samantha. It's like I love you, Pimp Macaroni. Fucking.
That's the title of the episode.
Oh, it's Pimp Macaroni.
Yeah. Holy cow.
Yeah, I remember.
How long did you go by that? And like, when did you start?
I didn't try to like flourish a career. I just was like, I Pimp Macaroni, yo. Like Marcolino Diamond in her, But the Dare program, I remember the sketch like almost verbatim.
Yeah,
it was so bad. It was so. And here's the funny thing: I actually made a song. I rapped the song to a MC Hammer had a doll that came out like years earlier, and it came with a boombox. And you pressed the boombox, and it had a beat already pre-programmed into the boombox.
Yeah,
and it was like boom, boom. And I played that over and over. My mom showed me how to record on the cassette player.
Oh, God.
Where you hold.
Yeah.
She showed me how to do that, and I put the MC Hammer boombox there, and then I rapped the lyrics into the boombox, and then I shit you not, it was the coolest thing ever. My mom dropped me off to school, and she was playing my cassette over the radio.
Wow!
So I got dropped off, and the door
hearing your own music. Boom. How old were you?
5th grade.
So
I was like 10 years old.
Man, that's awesome.
And I sent it to my dad because I think he was overseas at one point. Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, that's so cool," And I remember the sketch because I remember he just came back from a deployment, and it was a Dare sketch, and it was all these like, "Hey man, you want some drugs?"
Yeah.
No, I don't want drugs.
I'm not a chicken. You're a turkey.
Yeah, and then like I remember one year, when I told my friends I was gonna do a rap, they tried to upstage me by doing their rap to the instrumental to Gangsta's Paradise.
Oh no!
Theirs was way better, man. I was pissed.
Well, yeah, Gangsta's Paradise was huge.
It was hot too. It was like the hot song, and I'm over here doing this outdated MC Hammer boombox beat.
One of the funniest like observation jokes I've ever heard was I heard someone describe the guy who sings the chorus in Gangsta's Paradise.
Uh-huh.
They said he looks like the wind.
The wind?
Do you know the wind from like old storybooks that was like just a face blowing? Dude, that like if you see that picture and then it's like clouds, it's like swooshing, like just a face and swooshing air. I don't know. That shit hit me so hard.
I just remember watching a video, and I just thought he looked like Sweaty or Biggie.
He's sweaty, yeah. He's definitely sweaty. And he's shot from the side. It's just his face. It's just like the edge. It's just his actual like. It's like just face forward. But
it's like the rest of the sides are blurred out.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't get this man a paper towel or something. He's sweating. His
he's
fucking recording,
like pouring sweat. The wind, man. Oh, it's so funny. Anyone who gets that reference, it like I don't know if it makes them laugh. It made me laugh so hard. But yeah, that song was huge. So we did a talent show in school. Were you done?
Oh, I mean, no, yeah. I'm pretty much. Now I'm just reliving the traumatic of the. Would you like some drugs? No, and here's why. And that went right into my rap.
Pimp Macaroni.
I still remember the rap.
Oh, you remember it? All right. Well, no, we're not done then.
Oh, fuck no. Yeah.
Hit us with some bars.
Oh, God damn it. All right, hold on. My life's been filled with pride, love, and glory. So this is how I'm gonna tell the story. If you do the drugs and drink the booze, no one wins. We all lose. So stop that and make your life. I can't remember the rest. Stop that. Stop. We'll just stop right there.
That's amazing. Pimp Macaroni
Pimp
live
Macaroni.
on the Foolosophy
Doing his positive fucking
positive rap.
Which,
We should make a fake positive rap group that we rap about like getting along and sharing.
fools are cool.
Yeah,
Fools are backwards are cool.
just try to make it as painful and cringy as possible.
Oh, that hurt my heart that I still remember that rap.
It's amazing. My buddy, I got a buddy who used to rap. I text with him a lot. He's a friend from New York, and he used to rap. He used to do this monkey rap.
What?
And I still joke about it with him,
Oh my
and he
God.
like aggressively shuts it down.
Oh wow.
And I'm like, because he was younger than me. I was friends with his sister, and I used to give him bass lessons, and he was a really funny little kid. Like he was always really funny, and he's still hilarious.
Yeah.
But he used to be a really little fat kid, and he's really skinny. He's like insanely skinny now. So it's funny to see him. And then I'm like, hey, remember when you do that monkey rap? And he was like, no, like I won't do it. He just like gets real, he shuts it down.
Yeah.
But man, that's funny. Little kids rapping is great.
Yeah.
It ends as soon as like anytime you get out of like high school. I remember a dude in college used to corner us and try to like freestyle, and it was so uncomfortable. That's the most uncomfortable thing. Like someone trying to rap who's not good at it or can't.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Like I've done stand up
Yeah.
and long form improv where you have no structure and you just make everything up. And I know how that works and I understand it and I could do that.
Yeah.
I can't even begin to like conceive how to rap. I don't even know. I know that you have to make words rhyme, but like I don't even know.
Yeah.
I've never tried to write a rap or rhyme or anything. Do you know how to do it? Or do you know
Dude,
how to rap?
I'm not good at it. It's when you're doing freestyle, it's you're all about it's about basically doing words like word association, but lead ups, almost like chess moves. So like you're like, all right, so we got Dan Venti, Cinti, door, whore. You start connecting words.
Okay.
And so when you're doing the one when you're saying the one thing, you're like you're going into the next thing in your mind already.
Okay.
You know, and then then you'll see something, and then it's the same way for like you're doing a set and like you're responding to crowd work or something like that.
Yeah, but you're just speaking in rhymes.
Yeah, but honestly, also a lot of people that are able to do that really well, their minds operate way differently.
Yeah.
than, like mine now. Like years ago, maybe I could have done it, but like I'm fucked. I got smooth brain now, bro. It's
Dude,
PTSD and shit. Ugh.
I just like never understand it. And I've talked to a lot of people I've talked to friends or like I've met rappers just like
Yeah,
from doing comedy. And I'm like, how does it work? And
Yeah.
they're always just like, you just like talk and stuff. They like say it's so simple.
yeah.
I've never.
Yeah.
That's probably your explanation is better than most I've received. You know.
Yeah, well,
I
because
don't understand it.
For me, when it came to rap, it was how some comedians are very funny. They
Yeah.
can write funny, but they can't perform it for shit.
Yeah.
That's how I was probably with like rap. I could write lyrics that rhymed, and I usually use a lot of big words and try to like. I used to go real Wu-Tang, try to like. I would read like the sources and try to like find the biggest word to rhyme into something.
Like
But I
A$AP
sounded
Rock.
dude. Oh god, I used to be kind of very similar, but I sound like a jackass saying it. It just sound like a fucking tool.
Pimp Macaroni.
Pimp Macaroni. Yeah, I could have been one of those like maybe like a DJ Khaled fucking.
Where that's your only line.
Yeah,
Pimp Macaroni.
Yeah, I did a sketch about that because there was at one point there was so many hip hop songs where the DJ would just chime in and so I did a sketch about that where it's like I was DJ Diarrhea, it was my name, and I was like, DJ Diarrhea going to take a dump, you know, like, and then like the guy's about to start.
You're like a drop sound effect as a toilet flush.
Yeah, it's just like bloop bloop. Yeah. And then like
flush.
And then like a toilet paper roll unwinding, you know.
Yeah.
And then the guy goes he's about to rap. This is a sketch. He's about to rap. He's like, and then the song ends. It was just the whole song was just me chiming in over his. Yeah, it was dumb. I lost that to porn. That was one of the things. Remember I told you about how I did a bunch of short films, and sketches and all this stuff. I lost that one to porn. My porn addiction.
Yeah, the virus.
Yeah.
Marcus got a porn virus. If you forgot.
Yeah.
If you missed that in one of the other episodes.
Speaking of positive rap, I actually got started in comedy because of that. I don't know if I told you about that. My uncle was like a gospel rapper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he was also battling like addictions, and so his addiction therapy, one of his addiction therapies, was to push him further into the artistic world.
Oh, okay.
Like, to transfer your addiction from like drugs to art. And so he got really heavily involved into his positive raps or whatever. And he did a talent showcase. He was coordinating a talent showcase, actually, like right down the street from here. Like Hood and Hartley, I think, or something like that. I can't remember. But it was, and so it was this place called something World. I can't remember. It was like a Mediterranean place, and they had a little ballroom, and we used to do talent shows. And he's like, "Hey, would you like to do? You want to do some stand up?" And I never done stand up. My only idea of what comedy was just doing like Chris Farley karaoke. Essentially.
Yeah. Sketches,
just just like rehashing, Matt Foley and Tommy Boy quotes and stuff. But I started doing stand up that way. So that's that weird connector. Is that's how I got started in stand up.
Well, so that was your very first gig? Wow.
Very first time. It was basically a all arts talent showcase, and I was the only comedian, and I did like maybe 4 minutes, but there was no other comics, and they're like, "Oh, that was really good," and then that's all I did for like a year.
Oh,
I never met another comic until I was like into my second year.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, so like my start was really weird.
How often did you go up for the year?
My first year, I did more reps last week than I did my first year.
Wow.
Yeah. So I went up like 4 times, 5 times. So like people ask me like how long I've been doing stand up. I'm like, it's hard to answer that.
Yeah. In terms of like, I totally relate to that because I've had periods where I've gone like, you're going up like every single day, and then times where it's slower. So it's hard to like say.
But I have a photo on my MySpace. I still have a MySpace account apparently.
Oh really?
Yeah. And there's a photo from the first time I ever did stand up, and I looked at the date and I was like, oh shit, wow, I've been doing this a lot longer than I thought.
Well, so I did a talent show in high school. Like my buddy and I used to do talent shows. They would just do like a thing in our high school.
Yeah.
But we would rewrite. We would take like the structure of like a sketch from like SNL or something and rewrite it. And like personalize, make it like so we did, there's an SNL sketch called Bill Bratsky.
Oh yeah.
Bill Bratsky. It's just the guys in the bar getting drunk
and bragging about
how like epic this guy is. So we took that sketch structure and we did it about a teacher in our school, and then we rewrote all the lines. And like so some of them we took like it was like it was fun. We had fun with it, but since we were in high school, we couldn't be drinking beer, so we did milk, like whole milk, and there's stage lights, and we were drinking, and we were like just doing the lines, and someone would deliver the line, and the other people would drink milk, and then spit either on each other or in the air or just like all over the place. So there was just milk all over. Dude, it was gross and but hilarious, because we were like people were just laughing like nuts. That, and we did a time machine sketch, which was like we it's like oh god, I keep want to say Sacco and Ali, but it's not it. It was like two guys stand up like thing, and they did, and it was the same thing. We took the structure of one
Hard and Firm. Was it Hard and Firm?
I don't know, but it was a time machine sketch.
Oh, okay.
But we took that structure and like rewrote the sketch.
Yeah.
And the premise is like two guys and a guy shows up in a basement and the other guy's like working on a time machine.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Hey, I just built a time machine." And the guy who comes down has a snack, which was the little chocolate Hostess cupcake with the white swirl.
Yeah.
On top. So the first thing we do in the sketch is eat the cupcake.
Uh-huh.
And then he's like, "Check out this time machine. Where do you want to go?" And we decide on setting it for 15 minutes back.
So you get the cupcake.
So we had to eat a cupcake each take, and we did about 9 loops of the time machine going off. And each time, like the universe changes a little, and then like we'd switch languages, we'd switch personalities.
Yeah.
We had like a bunch of like variations.
Yeah.
But it was fun. But I didn't eat those little chocolate cupcakes for like 15 years after. Like it was and I love them. I would eat it right now. Not really. The last I remember waiting like after the longest amount of time and eating one.
Yeah.
And thinking like this just tastes like chemicals. Like, it was disappointing.
Oh,
but man,
I could totally go for one of those right now. Sadly.
Yeah, I would eat it now.
Yeah. Shit, dude. Man, it's so funny. It's speaking of performing, I performed at several of my family's functions now.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I performed at my my aunt's wedding reception.
Oh,
I
cool.
did stand up. I performed at my grandma's funeral. Unfortunately, I performed at my cousin's 18th birthday party.
Nice.
Like, it's just weird. It's weird. And then I performed.
Did you do well?
Oh yeah, I did. I mean, yeah, it was nerve wracking because like I know my style. My like me let loose is like not family friendly
and yelling and stuff.
Yeah, well the yelling's not so bad. It's just like it's just like holding back. Like even innuendo is like it's family.
Right. Yeah.
But I've performed at a bunch of birthdays now, and I performed at there was a birthday I did. It was a drag show, comedy show. So
oh, nice.
A drag artist, me, another drag artist.
Hell yeah.
And I did that at someone's house. And then the house shows. I've done retirements. I've done a whole bunch of shit. I'm like, God, so weird. It's weird that I'm a marketable resource in that manner.
Yeah.
It's the same way that you would hire a magician. Like it's so weird.
I did it. I gave a best man speech or whatever, I gave a speech at my sister's wedding. Yeah. But I wrote jokes. I wrote it like a set.
Oh, sick.
So I wrote like 8 jokes or whatever for the thing.
Yeah.
And it crushed. It was so fun. But I had already been doing stand up for a while at that point. So it was like I just did it like a set.
I wish I was doing stand up when my brother got married.
Yeah.
Cuz he got married like 3 years before I did stand up. So like I did a speech, but it wasn't anything what it could have been. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I just danced a bunch at the reception. Like that's another thing I'm good for is like I'm a fucking dance monkey.
Yeah, you'll let loose.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, dude. It's unbelievable.
Girls like that. Yeah. I don't dance because it's like I could only dance if I'm like trying to be funny, but it's like even then it's like pretty uncomfortable. And then
I gotta see this. I gotta see a situation where you start dancing. It's gonna be cool.
It's that northeast raising, and I'm supposed to be reserved.
Oh yeah. We're like
yeah. You're like, what are you fucking dancing?
What are you 7? What are you from the village?
Yeah. Yeah. Go tap around there. No, I don't know. It's funny. I used to I was wacky, but the older I get, I'm just like, yeah.
Honestly, I'm starting to
dancing's not my thing.
I'm starting to kind of get that way. Where like, if I'm in the I'm the type, if I feel a groove, I'll move to it.
Yeah.
But like before, I used to feel like I had to be the star of the show.
Oh.
And now I'm getting older. I'm like, let somebody else do it. Let somebody else be the life of the party.
Have you ever seen like someone who's phenomenal at dance? Like people who are good at dancing, they look like they're liquid.
Yeah.
You know, like they're like it's insane. I'm just like I don't know, you know, it's weird.
It's weird.
I'm so like stiff and like my motor.
Well, it's just like so I get. Well, also I did like I used to throw shot put discus in high school, and
I did that
to
a little
prep
bit.
for that because I wanted to like go far and whatever. I actually took ballet for very very short.
Oh,
I took a couple of ballet classes to teach me
cool.
the footwork,
yeah,
and like the the
balance
looseness and stuff like that. Yeah, so like and then
they teach you looseness in ballet.
Yeah, like how to stretch and how to just not be stiff. Like I mean, like when you need to be stiff for certain dances and certain movements.
Yeah,
you can. But even then, it looks rigid.
It's supposed to be,
but it's supposed to be. It's just supposed to flow gracefully.
Gracefully.
You know. And it was like a lot of football players now do it.
Yeah, I've heard of
yoga
that.
And they do ballet for their footwork.
Yeah.
You know, and their hip movements and keep themselves loose and you know, not so stiff because stiffness equals injuries usually.
I'm like a bull in a china shop everywhere I go. Like I'm clumsy. I bump into things.
Yeah.
I lack peripheral vision.
Yeah.
I just fall over sometimes. You know.
Yeah.
No reason. So I don't know.
I mean, I understand that to some degree. Like, I get frustrated when I'm in crowds.
Yeah.
Like, I almost treat it like a running back going through like a offensive line or defensive line. But at the same time, I also get frustrated because I'm like, I know my physical capabilities, and I'm like, if I wanted to just fucking rail through this whole crowd, just plow through these grandmas, I would totally could. But I gotta play nice and like, so it actually causes me like anxiety. You know, because I'm like, hurry up, you know, like, you know, I got stuff to do, you know. I don't know, man.
Man, you like do you like crowds now? Do you like being in crowded areas?
Ooh, it depends.
Or small
I just
groups?
recently found out that I guess the term would be an extroverted introvert is the term. And I always thought I was just like, I'm a social butterfly.
I could relate to that.
Yeah.
It's like I could turn on the extrovert, but I prefer to be introverted.
Yeah, it's so weird though because sometimes when you podcast, for example, when you do guest spots on other podcasts and stuff like that, or when I was on a radio, like I lost a radio. I felt I lost a radio contest because I didn't feel the need to be the star of the show.
Yeah,
and that's exactly what they were looking for.
Right.
Yeah, so there was this big contest in Central Florida, and it's like they had all these comedians, and then they brought the comedians on air, and because that was part of the prize. If you won the contest, you got to be an on-air talent for the radio show, and
permanently,
well, it was going to be for a year contract for a year.
Yeah,
and then if it went well, then they would extend your contract.
Wow.
And I destroyed the stand-up portion, the stand-up part, and but I did well enough on the radio thing for them to consider me, but I didn't go any. I did the quarterfinal and then I went to the next round and then I got eliminated there, because like I was waiting for everyone to speak. Like so if I'm talking to you right now and I see you getting ready to speak, I don't like to interrupt you.
Yeah,
but they wanted someone who like kind of like dominated.
Yeah, just like
and it's
just all up in there.
That doesn't feel human though. That doesn't feel human to me.
Yeah.
You know, if you're just I'm just a soundbite monkey.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
We're here on the radio and we're going to get rowdy.
But then also this particular morning show was like kind of your morning zoo type of thing.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, but honestly, the guy who won it, he's a buddy of mine, and then he's good. He's a good fit for that. He used to win like competitions, like improv based type things, like pun slingers is what they called it.
Yeah,
and stuff. And he was good for that, man. Like we used to do this like contest called the Joke Off, which is like a stand up and improv mix. So it's basically like you and me in the first round, and like, all right, rock paper scissors, you go first. The topic is guitars, and then you got to do a 1 minute on guitars. And then I have to do a minute on guitars. And the thing was called a Joke Off. And me and this guy, we were like we were like Macho Man and Hulk Hogan, like mortal enemies.
Yeah,
because we were always, every time we were together. Like I think we have to have a rubber match sometime soon because I think we're tied or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. It's just as I'm getting older, I just don't find a need to be like, ugh. Like before I would be like I'd be doing the worm and shit. And doing all this stuff. But I don't know, man. It's weird.
Yeah, it's like that need for attention lessons, I think, as you get older.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it for some people it doesn't.
Well,
but that seems sad.
No, that makes sense. But I think it's the type of attention I don't want is different.
Yeah.
Before it was like I just want people to tell me I'm funny. But I'm like, now, I mean, I've been doing this long enough. If you don't find me funny, that's fine. Comedy's subjective. But enough people find me funny that I know that I have that. Now I just want someone to be like, you look cute in that shirt. Thank you.
I just want genuine compliment.
I just want
a genuine human connection.
Yeah, because I had a woman tell me I looked good in this particular type of shirt not too long ago, and I bought 8 of them the next day.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. They're like, oh, that looks really good on you. I'm like, oh, really? Does it? Okay.
Does it now?
Yeah. And then the next day I bought.
You show up, you have all 8 on.
Yeah, I had in layers. Yeah, like a OK Go music video or something like that.
You're jumping from treadmills.
Yeah. But yeah, it was like, I bought 8 fucking Henley shirts because of that.
Hell yeah. I got some shirt at Walmart. It was you know the brand Lee? They make like jeans, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember the commercials from the 90s. Buddy Lee.
I've never bought anything from them, but they had a stand in Walmart, and it was Pima cotton T-shirts, which is like a nice softer cotton.
Yeah.
And these motherfuckers are like $7, and I got a couple of them just because they're soft. I don't care. I'm bad at fashion. I can't do it.
Yeah.
And then I don't care either. And so it's a deadly combination of like I just I look terrible most of the time unless like Kelly makes me dress nicer, but left to my own devices I'm awful. Yeah. But I solely focus on comfort. Like comfort is number one. Like so I just always trying to be comfortable.
Yeah.
So I bought a bunch of those, and people they're like, that's a really nice shirt. Like they'll say that shit, and I'm like, this is like a fucking $6-7 shirt from Walmart. It's such bullshit. Like I think that's why I think fashion. Most things are bullshit. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you make a very valid point. And this ties in with the episode anyway. Formal functions. A lot of people want to go for looking good.
Yeah.
But I have to agree, man. If I'm not comfortable, I'm not going to enjoy the night.
Yeah.
I'm not going to enjoy it.
Like if I had a wedding, I would want to have like a pajama wedding.
Yeah.
You know, like everyone wears pajamas and gets trashed.
Or like business casual or something. Like something
where less
like
formal than
if you look nice, but you're also it's like functional as well.
Yeah.
You know, like just a bunch of people in like stuffy suits and shit. Is it like that's not fun dancing in a tux.
I know.
It's no fun.
It's hot.
Oh God. And I'm a sweat monster. I'm wearing like t-shirts and underwear, and I'll be like, God damn, I'm fucking dripping. Now I'm wearing like 3 layers and suspenders for some fucking reason.
Oh God.
Yeah. So yeah, but that's that's now I'm like a mix though. I like comfort, but I also want to try to look nice because I think
it's nice to look nice because people treat you better.
Yeah.
Appearance is really important. It's much more important than I had a personal philosophy of like clothes, for example.
Personal what?
Personal philosophy.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That like, so clothes. Everyone's like clothes like present like who you are, right?
Yeah.
And I always like thought about it like, well, everyone's like aware that like, clothes are supposed to present who you are, but that's like just a superficial thing. Like you could be anybody wearing anything.
Yeah.
Clothes don't make who you are. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, they say clothes don't make the man makes the man.
Right. And I, in my head, go, everybody knows that. So, therefore, you wear whatever you want because that doesn't define who you are. In the real world, how
Yeah.
the world actually works
Yeah.
is not that at all. It's
Yeah.
appearance is like everything, to the point where you could be a shitty person or absolutely nothing to offer,
Yeah.
but you could look really good, and that'll take you further than anything.
Yeah. I mean, this is why there's so
That's
many.
most of the world right now.
That's why white women that are really into horoscopes exist, because they've been focusing on. Yeah.
It's amazing. Yeah, like it's just yeah, so it's like I've learned that because I'll go in public in anywhere from like what I'm wearing now, like basketball shorts and a t-shirt,
Yeah.
and people will treat me like they won't even look at me,
Yeah.
you know? And then I'll go in like a button-up shirt and like nice pants with like a belt and nice shoes, and people are like, "Hello, sir," and like
Yeah.
greeting you and like staring at you in the face,
Yeah.
offering you things like
Yeah. Oh yeah.
nuts.
Yeah. I've done that. If you go looking for like clothing, if you're looking like clothes shopping, if you're wearing that,
Yeah.
they're okay. All right. And then if you go in there just a little bit nicer, maybe with a polo and your hair's done or whatever.
Yeah.
Then they're like, "Can I help you?"
Yeah.
It is like,
Let me go
you
get
can't
that.
help me when I look like shit.
I know.
You know?
It's an interesting concept because it's
Yeah.
like everybody's aware of it, but it still works, you
Yeah.
know? That's an interesting philosophy to
Yeah.
think about.
Now, see, the thing that works the opposite is strip clubs. Like, they're like, "Oh, he's got sweatpants on.
Yeah.
I like this guy. Let's get him in the back."
Man,
Yeah.
could you imagine just like wearing are you a big strip club guy?
Fuck. Not really.
No,
No.
really?
No. The thing is, like, I don't like if I'm hungry and then you start making food in front of me, I'm gonna want to eat that food.
That's what I always compared strip clubs. I used to have an old joke, and
Yeah.
it's like I feel like it's hacky, but
Yeah.
I used to say like going to a strip club's like going to a buffet that you can't eat at.
Yeah, that's exactly
You know?
what it is.
It's just like you walk along the thing, and you're like, "Man, that looks good." And I want to eat. Oh, I want that.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Well, you can't eat any of it. Don't touch it. Don't even touch the spoon." You know, whatever.
Can I
like
just sniff it? Can I just sniff?
yeah, it's like you. It's a worthless experience. You just tuck dollars in the potato salad. you know?
But from going to some seedier strip clubs, I realized that with the right amount of money, you can eat the food. It's just
Yeah, some of the food. I went to
Yeah.
a really seedy strip club in San Diego once, and a girl, stripper, said she was from Hawaii,
Mhm.
and we went to like some back room and for like a lap dance, and she got back there, and I go, "So you're from Hawaii? My buddy lives there." And she goes, "No, I'm actually from Long Island." And I was like, "Oh man, that's so funny." But she was like $100 and whatever, and I was like, "This place is gross."
Yeah.
And I was like, "No, thank you." And I went back and like hung out with my friend. It was a big group of friends.
Yeah.
It was a really funny night. They had a stage where one stripper would strip at a time,
Uh-huh.
and to the side of the stage was a flat screen TV with white duct tape on it, like a cross to make it look like it was a window, and they played porn on the TV. It was like the most low rent place. It was amazing. It was an incredibly disgusting place. But anyway, I went back to hang out with my friends, joke around. I'm like, this girl got naked and like telling me blah blah blah. We're all laughing and everything. And one of our friends, who's like a real scumbag, is absent for like a half hour, and then he comes back just sweating with a big grin on his face. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a comedy show. I had a couple of them performed at strip clubs.
At strip clubs, yeah.
Yeah, I got a stripper that follows me on most of my socials.
Nice.
At the last comedy show that I did.
Oh, okay, I remember you telling me about that one.
She's on my Snapchat and Instagram and stuff.
I think she friended me because I saw she friended me, and from her picture, you're like, this isn't a real person.
Really?
because you get it's mostly on Facebook, not Instagram. But
okay.
Facebook, I'll get like fake.
Oh yeah.
It's a friend request,
WhatsApp,
and it's
Russians
like,
and stuff.
I don't have WhatsApp, but
No, their account is like if you open it up.
Oh, it says like, hit me up on what? Yeah.
It's
just one picture of a hot chick, and they have like 2 pictures on their whole.
Exactly, and their name is like Barf Burger Beanbag Chair or whatever. You're like, that's not a real person.
Cinnamon Rocks.
Yeah,
you're like, yeah.
See, the problem is, though, now I have a hard time deciphering if it's a real person. I have to check the account because I actually know, like, strippers now and a shit ton of women with, like, OnlyFans accounts and stuff. And, like, you have to show me the person that added you where you're like, this can't be a real person.
She is a real person. I think it's your friend.
Okay. But
she's just real. She's like... It looks like it could be a catfish situation.
There's several ladies that like I've met at shows.
Yeah,
there was one lady I met at a show and like she was drunk and she was talking to me for a long time and I was like, is this about to happen? Like you're the smoking hottest woman I've ever.
I had a situation like that in San Diego with a girl. Like I was hosting a last minute birthday party for some girl.
Oh, nice.
And at my apartment. And her friend came over because someone else was supposed to like plan this birthday party and they bailed at the last minute. So her other friend came over like a half hour ahead of time and she came over with all this like cake and decorations and candy, like a full party in a bag.
Yeah.
And I didn't know this girl and she set up all the stuff. She like put a lot of effort into it.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. I was like, you're a really good friend. And we had like a big party and blah, blah, blah. And we left and then she started coming to comedy shows and everything. And she was like, we should hang out sometime. And I was like, okay, fine. And we went out a couple of times and it turns out she was a porn star and she had short-term memory loss from whatever her lifestyle was.
Short-term memory loss?
Short-term memory loss. Like for real.
Okay, that's either drugs or she's just getting ragdolled.
I don't know. She was so nice and she was attractive.
Wait, was she redheaded?
Yeah, I don't want to say her name.
No, I think you told me the story off air.
I probably mentioned it.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But anyway, she would like we would go out, we would like hang out in like a bar, and we'd be drinking, and she'd be like, "So, do you have any brothers or sisters?" And I'd be like, "Oh yeah," and I'd like talk, and then she'd be like, "What was your weekend like?" And I'd be like, "Oh, it was good, blah blah blah. What do you do? General small talk." And then like within like 5 minutes, she'd be like, "Do you have any brothers or sisters?"
Oh no!
And you're like looking. I would be like looking around my shoulder. I'm like, wait, what? And I was like, but we just. I was like, yeah, I do. I was like, and then we talk more. And then like a few minutes later, do you have any brothers or sisters? And I was like, is this real?
Like 51st dates,
dude? No, for real, seriously. And she also had like a sort of like unfiltered. Like she'd be like, oh, my friend wants to hang out with us, but like, can you clean your car? It's really gross. She'd be like really direct.
So she was autistic.
Like I don't know, but it was just like the short term memory. So I was like, fuck this. Like we're out of here. Like I just like stopped.
Oh, that bums me out.
I was like, I don't want
to. If I recall correctly, she was one of the ladies that caused me to have a virus on my computer.
She erased DJ Diarrhea.
Oh, yeah. DJ Diarrhea is gone because of this short-term memory bitch, man.
Yeah, that was so weird. Yeah. So strange, man. These people.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. That was formal events. We did weddings. We did.
Yeah. I think this is a good way to wrap. But you ever seen in the movies where they're like, speak now, forever hold your peace?
Oh, yeah.
Like, you've never been to a wedding like that, have you? Where someone actually said something?
No, not that anyone's ever said it.
I want to be at one so bad. I just want
Cassandra.
I love you. I love you, Cassandra. I want that so bad. God damn it! Why can't I? Like comedy shows, you get hecklers all the time. I want that. I want that.
Yeah.
The closest thing that I've ever gotten to it was, went to a wedding. It was like a friend of the family's, and they're like, "Was anybody?" And then like the dad said something, and he's like, "I'm just kidding." And then they went back right into the thing.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's fun.
yeah. But I want like
It would be funny if the dad stood up and was like, I object. This man is a homosexual. You're like, what? And he was like, just kidding. Like, so some like way off the wall.
yeah. And it,
Like, Jeffrey, sit down.
yeah, and that'd be funny if he's just joking, but the groom's like,
He's
right.
The groom, yeah, he's actually well, good a time as any.
Like, hops away.
Yeah.
Hop.
He just rips open his tuxedo and it's a sequin tuxedo underneath.
He just shimmies away. His daughter's heartbroken. I hate you, Dad.
I hate you, Dad.
Why do you hate
Is that
me?
offensive?
Oh yeah,
I feel like it's fun. More
that sounds like a funny sketch, but somehow I feel like that would get us canceled as fuck.
I don't know. I don't know what you could say anymore.
Yeah.
Nothing, I guess.
We'll just pretend to be bisexual and we'll be good. So.
Oh, that's true. It's funny that you could like I can't record this.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. But that's a funny thought. I've always wanted to go to a wedding where
someone objects.
Yes.
It would be
so
good.
bad.
I mean, it would be. I would love to see it too. I think
Yeah.
it would be. I would. It would be funny to see how people handle it. You know, because imagine like I don't know. It could be any situation, you know.
Yeah.
But it would be funny. It's funny. Any kind of like meltdown or anything in
Yeah.
public is always fun to see.
And then the next thing I want is a funeral where the
Someone
person's not dead.
They wake up.
Just like, gotcha, guys.
They drank the Juliet potion.
Oh yeah, but yeah, man.
Well, formal events.
Formal events.
Uh,
Yeah, I performed at all of them, pretty much.
yeah.
Yeah, weddings. Yeah, wedding, birthdays, funeral.
That's all of it.
Yeah,
You just have to do
and I've done retirement ceremony. Oh no, I've done kids functions.
Yeah.
Yeah. One time I was standing. I was
Dressed up
performing,
like Shrek.
I was performing like right here, like where I'm at, and literally 4 feet away is a clown making balloon animals.
That's amazing.
Yeah, just no one watching me,
Just anybody.
just struggling, and then this guy's like, "Hi, would you like a doggy?" Like,
Kid clean comedy. That's gonna be tough.
those are rough.
Yeah.
I did a charity function, and it was a bunch of kids in wheelchairs, and then I was like sweating bullets. I was sweating bullets. So I talked to the coordinator, and I go, "Can I talk to some of the kids before? Because I have some body humor jokes." Like my no neck stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
And I just want to make sure it doesn't offend them because they're confined to wheelchairs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be up here bitching about I don't have a neck. They're like, I can't feel my legs. Like, you know. so
They were probably really cool, right?
I was like, hey, I'm gonna run some jokes by you. I just want to make sure that you're not offended by these. And I go, I don't have a neck. And then I didn't even get that anything past that. And they're like, you do, you don't. And then I ended up getting roasted by 9 kids confined to wheelchairs. The first time I ever heard of me looking like a dog, like this girl said, you look like a Shar-Pei pug puppy person. Fucking, I wanted to put a sticker in her fucking wheels.
Dog faced.
You dog face. Yeah. The first time I ever like did any jokes about me looking like a French bulldog.
That girl's funny.
Yeah, that girl's good. She hurt my feelings, but I referenced her in the set. She saved me because I was trying to do like regular material.
Yeah,
I was eating shit. I was hearing like I was performing.
The creak of the wheel.
Well, I was performing during their meals.
Oh, so the scrape.
I
of the
could
fork?
just hear the scraping of forks.
Ugh.
Oh,
That's
and then
painful.
I go. Cassie, sweetie, come here. Can you come up here? I was like, and then I did some crowd work with Cassie, and I was like, what did you tell them that I look like? It's like, you look like a Shar-Pei. Fucking murdered.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
That's good, man.
yeah.
Kathy.
Yeah. Fucking bitch. Yeah, I can walk, motherfucker. All right, that was mean. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, that's
I guess we'll wrap it up.
we're formally done. Jesus Christ, I hate myself.
We didn't think the cruise ship was leaving, but it is now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, until next time, it's cool. Sure is.
Hell yeah.
Goodbye.